Shalom, Ahab, Baraka. In other words, peace, love, and blessings. Also, Kal Halayama, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ruchakadash. Double honors to all of the prophets, the elders, and the teachers, the disciples, the sincere Akiyama Akwa, bringing out and coming into the sincere 100% truth. And believe me, we already did the class. You know that there's 100% truth. Today we're just gonna get right into it. I noticed that over the week, I told a prophecy, and I'm gonna keep bringing it up. I told a prophecy at the beginning of this year, saying, you will see your destruction coming. Now, ever since I said that, it's been nothing but a debate about the MOTB, which is fine by me because I have an interlinear Bible, the Strong's Concordance, the exhaustive Strong's Concordance, the exhaustive Strong's Dictionary, the Bible Dictionary. So I know what the MOTB is. If you don't, you got to study to show yourself approved. Shalom, Akiyam. You study to show yourself approved. You don't just listen to other people and then decide you know something. Unless you open a book and look for yourself, you don't know. So all week, it's been the MOTB is sin. The MOTB is a philosophy. And then, of course, the truth, the MOTB is a physical subdermal implant. You will see your destruction coming. Can you see it yet? It's coming. They're telling you about it. It's almost here. They're going to make it the cool new thing to do. The cool new thing. Subdermal implant. Let's go. Let's start right there. And then we're going to get into the class. Let's start right there. Let's go right to the consequences of a subdermal implant. Let's go to Revelation chapter 14, starting at verse 9, I think. Yeah. Read all the way down through 11. Just read straight through.
Revelation 14:9. Then the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if anyone worships the beast and his image, and receives a mark on his forehead or on his right or in his hand.
Right there. If he receives a subdermal implant in his forehead, Neuralink, in his right hand, RIDF, keep going.
He himself shall also drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out full strength into the cup of his indignation. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
It will be poured out without mixture. Now, when you go to the bar and you order a Jack and Coke, well, that Jack has a little Coke in it. It's been diluted. It's not as strong. But when you say, I want a shot, well, that shot's not diluted at all. That's full strength. And that's what he means. When he pours out his wrath, he's giving you the full strength. You're not going to have any delusions. Go ahead.
And the smoke of their torment ascends forever and ever, and they have no rest day or night, who worship the beast and his image, and whoever receives the mark of his name.
So, whoever receives that subdermal implant is also receiving his name. That means that you have become one of his children. You are no longer one of the children of Yahweh. Now we got that out the way. Let's go over to the book of 1 Corinthians. Chapter 11. Because, you know, all week it's always been false prophets going on trying to put their spin on things. Now, I'm pretty sure that all you false prophets have a 501c3, just like the Christian church. That means you're getting a payout to do what the government tells you. You're getting paid. If you have a 501c3, you're a government agent, no matter what you say. So I can't listen to a class being produced by somebody with a 501c3. I couldn't go into a church with somebody that has a 501c3. It just means they want your money. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, starting at verse 17.
Now, in giving these instructions, I do not praise you, since you come together not for the better, but for the worse.
You come together to gossip. You come together to play games. You didn't come together to worship. It says, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. Why are you guys coming together in folly? Why is the pastors teaching you on a 501c3 doctrine? And you love it. They love it. That's the problem. They love it. In fact, I know you love it. I'm going to bring this out real quick. I wasn't going to bring it out, but now it's on me. Let me get this real quick. Man, pushed the wrong one, of course. Okay, there it is. This is how I know you guys love this wicked ass lifestyle. This is how I know it. This is Isaiah 30:9. Now all the prophets know this one. This is a rebellious nation, a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things. Prophesy deceits. Tell us smooth things. In other words, lie to me. Tell me what I want to hear so I can feel good. We're not a feel-good message. We're a feel-great message over here. We tell the truth. If you can't handle the truth, I'm the wrong person to be around. Let's keep going. Let's go back over to Corinthians. Pick up where you left off. 11 and 18.
1 Corinthians 11:18. For first of all, when you come together as a church, I hear that there are divisions among you, and in part I believe it.
So there are, and you know what? You know what we have these days? All the Israelites are waking up and coming back together. We have unity camps. And how can you be, okay, so Kari, see, but you guys don't know any of these camps. But there's one camp that teaches that MOTB is physical. There's another camp that teaches that it's sin. How can you have sin in your right hand or your forehead? Oh, if you're not sinning, if you don't have sin, you can't buy or sell. It doesn't make sense. How about philosophy? If you don't have the philosophy in your right hand or forehead, you can't buy or sell. It doesn't make sense. All that is a bag of lies. But you want to hear smooth things. You want to hear that you can get that mark. You want to hear that it's going to be okay, that you can repent. But I showed you first thing. Revelation 14:9-11 tells you, no, you do this, and this will be the last thing you do. Let's keep going.
For there must also be factions among you, that those who are approved may be recognized among you. Therefore, when you come together in one place, it is not to eat the Lord's Supper.
Yeah. When you come together in one place, it's not to eat. It's not to eat the Lord's Supper. What's the Lord's Supper? It's to worship and have a solemn assembly. A solemn assembly means a serious gathering of the people. Not a party. It's a party, but a different type. There's order. You guys know how to learn order. I want to get a precept too. Go to Romans chapter 6. Romans chapter 6. I want to make sure it's preceptable. Yeah, read you got Romans 7:6 right now?
I got Romans 6.
Okay. Go to 17. I'm going to read this again. And
Romans 6:17.
Yeah, I'm going to read this again first. We read 19, right? That was 1 Corinthians 11 and 19. 11 and... That was 19. I didn't even remember to bring my glasses. I've been doing this whole thing without my glasses. That's probably why I'm having such a hurt. Yes. So, yeah, 19. For there must be also heresies among you, that they which are approved may be made manifest among you. And when they come together, wait, where is it? Here it is. 1 Corinthians 11 and 18. I'm going to read that again, and he's going to get the precept on it. For, first of all, when you come together in the church, I hear that there be divisions among you, and I pray, I partially believe it. 11 and 17?
6:17.
Yeah, 6 and 17.
But Yahweh be thanked that though you were slaves of sin, yet you obeyed from the heart that form of doctrine to which you were delivered.
So, read it again.
But Yahweh be thanked that though you were slaves of sin, yet you obeyed from the heart that form of doctrine to which you were delivered.
So the saints followed instruction no matter the adversity. Let's go to 2 Timothy chapter 2. And so the saints stood strong with the doctrine. But there's brothers out there that cause divisions among you. So go to 2 Timothy and read verse 15.
Be diligent to present yourself approved to Yahweh, a worker who does not need to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Rightly dividing the word of truth.
Where is... That's the 2 Thessalonians. That was the wrong one too, man.
For shun profane and idle babblings.
Yeah. No, man, hold on. Mark those which cause divisions and remove yourself. What chapter of this? Pissing me off. Romans 16 and 17. Sorry. No wonder I couldn't find it.
Now, I urge you, brethren, note those who cause divisions and offenses, contrary to the doctrine which you learned, and avoid them.
So, if there's somebody that's coming in to the churches and they're causing divisions, it actually means that they're coming in bringing out false doctrines. So if somebody says the MOTB, according to the definition, according to the interlinear Bible, according to the Strong's, according to the Hebrew, is a subdermal implant, and everybody has to agree that these are what the definitions in the word say, and then somebody else comes in and tells you it's a philosophy, now we know we've got a person causing divisions. But let me get back into it. So, what do you do when they cause divisions? Mark them and what?
Break fellowship. Avoid them.
Avoid them. Avoid them. Mark them which cause divisions that bring out false truths, and avoid them. Don't listen to their classes. Don't buy their garments. Don't support them in any way. You might find yourself on the wrong side of the fence when Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, returns. Now, where was I? Let's get back into it. 2 Timothy chapter 2, KJV, Blue Letter Lexicon. Yeah. You know what? I love getting a little bit angry. I love it when Satan comes immediately and tries to stop this word. It makes me more diligent. It makes me feel more powerful that there is a reason to stop the word, whether it be on my laptop or if a person walks up and says foul, just retarded shit. It doesn't matter. It makes me feel good that the Most High is dealing with me. Through much tribulation, you shall enter into the kingdom. Now, where's that blue letter? 2 Timothy 2:15. Yeah, read that. Because, wait, hold on. So, mark those which cause divisions and separate yourself. Now, how are you going to know whether somebody's lying to you or not? 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 15.
Be diligent to present yourself approved to Yahweh, a worker who does not need to be ashamed.
Put it on King James Version. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So, how do we know if somebody's causing a division? We study. We open books. We do background research. We do historical research. We want to know what was the daily life like that and like in that time. These are the things you want to know. You can't know the history if you don't know the mystery. I got that from Uriah. Uriah means lion's heart. He's an elder and an apostle in GMS. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. These are just some notes. Like I said, I was taking notes over the week because, let's see, I've been working 12-hour days plus a 3-hour drive to get back and forth to work. Some days I just don't have enough. But what I do is I take notes all week. And I listen to you guys. I'm always on the live chats because that's as far as I can take it with the high expectation of my job. So let's go over to the book of Isaiah. And we're going to go to chapter 29 and 9. No, we already said that. No, states. Hold on. Go. I'll go back to Corinthians. Stay right there. First Corinthians. You stay at Isaiah. I'm going to go back to 1 Corinthians. Okay, we're going to go back to 1 Corinthians, back to where we left off, chapter 11. I'm going to go back to verse 20, and you're still at Isaiah. Okay, so let's go back to 18. For first of all, when ye come together in the church, I hear there be divisions among you, and I partially believe it. For there must be also heresies among you, that they which are approved may be made manifest among you. When ye come together, therefore, into one place, this is not to eat the Lord's Supper. So you're coming together, but you're not coming together to eat the Lord's Supper. What is the Lord's Supper? You're coming together to learn wisdom and knowledge. You're coming together to learn wisdom and knowledge. What have ye not houses to eat and drink in? Oh wait, I'm sorry. 21. For eating, everyone taketh before other his own supper. And one is hungry, and another is drunken. So I want to ask you a question. What does it tell, who is it? John the Revelator, right? Eat the book. You must prophesy to many people and many nations. How about Daniel? What happened with Daniel? Eat the book. The Lord's Supper is wisdom and knowledge. You're not coming together for wisdom and knowledge. You're not doing that. You guys are coming together for the feel-good message. My mind just went blank. Read that.
Isaiah 29:9. Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink.
You're drunken, but not with wine. So you're drunken off of the false doctrine, the ideologies, and the simple ways of this Babylonian beast system life. That's what's wrong with you. I think that was it for that. All right, go to Isaiah 51 and 21. Isaiah chapter 51 and 21. Yeah.
51, 21, 22?
Yeah, probably. No, it's just 51 and 20.
Isaiah 51, 21. Therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted and drunkard, but not with wine.
So, yeah, read 322 also.
Thus saith Yahweh, the Lord, and thy Yahweh, that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out thine hand, the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again.
So, an example, what I'm showing you is that wine is talking about wisdom. This is the wisdom of it. This is actually talking about right here. This cup is the cup of his wrath. He's removed it from you now. But as Israelites, you would never know that because it's never going to happen because you're part of the 2/3. Only the 1/3 are going to be able to have that cup removed. But the point was, as I'm showing you, that in this doctrine, the word wine means more than just getting drunk and drinking. You're drunk, but not from wine. You're drunk from the false doctrines of this place that we call our home right now. I can't wait until this place burns down. I can't wait until all of the prophecies get fulfilled. As Elder Apostle Tahar said, this is the hopeful year that all prophecies be fulfilled and we go home. And I'm 100% with that.
Year of completion.
The year of completion. I honestly think it's going to be 227. That's 2 plus 2 is 4, and then 7. Those are both completion. Or it could be 225, which is a 9, which is an upside down 6, because this 222 was the year of 6, and that shit got turned up. But I mean, I don't really get into numerology like that. I think it's fun sometimes.
Observing it.
Yeah. So let's go back into it. So I'm gonna read. I'm gonna go back to First Corinthians chapter 11. We're gonna go back to verse 19. Go ahead.
For there must be also heresies among you, that they which are approved may be made manifest among you.
There are heresies among you, that they which are approved. So, is this saying that there's heresies and that you're approving them? Are you approving heresies among you? Let's read it again.
For there must be also heresies among you, that they which are approved may be made manifest among you.
So, how can you approve a heresy? How can you justify heresies among you? And you know what it is? It's a justification. It really is. And so, I'm going to show you right now how you are able to determine if someone's, a heretic, or if they're an actual righteous. So let's go to Deuteronomy, and this is truth. This is how the Bible works. So if you want to know if someone's telling the truth or not, watch this. Deuteronomy chapter 18. Um, 22.
Deuteronomy 18:22. When a prophet speaketh in the name of Yahweh, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is the thing which Yahweh hath not spoken. But the prophet has spoken it presumptuously, thou shalt not be afraid of him.
So if it doesn't happen, and he's telling you all these things, like, pretty soon you guys are going to find out the mark of the beast is not a philosophy. It's not sin. It's a subdermal implant according to the scripture. Because when I can show you right here, I got the Strong's right here. The word mark, it means, the word in Hebrew or Greek is kuragma. The word kuragma, it means to have an incision, a scratch, a mark. And then when you go into the etymology, the word etymology, eta means true. Mology means meaning. The true meaning of the word is subdermal implant. That's how you know. So when somebody says a prophecy of how something's going to happen, and they change it, and then they have to change it again, fear him not, for that thing didn't happen, and that prophet's false. He spoke presumptuously. And what does presumptuously mean? Presumptuously. He spoke pridefully. He spoke proudly. He spoke out of turn, but he didn't actually have any, he didn't have a spiritual a voice telling him that, if that's for lack of better words.
Like the woman of music who invented music, she did not have a voice either. No one could hear her.
Let's go over to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And we're going to get into 2 Thessalonians chapter, because we said the false prophet, if you hear him and he prophesies and it doesn't happen, fear him not, because he spoke presumptuously, he spoke proudly. So let's go over to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 at verse 10 and 11.
Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and 10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
So if you have been told beyond a shadow of doubt, proven that something is correct, and then somebody else comes in and decides, oh no, that's not correct, my philosophy, my theory, that means nothing to me. Unless you're coming with 100% truth, you're a liar. And the Most High builds that lie for you. He lets you believe the lie. He makes the lie so good that there's no way it can't be a lie. It just can't be a lie, because he made your delusion great, because when you were told the truth, you did not accept the truth. And what's the truth? Do you know the truth?
Knowledge.
The truth is, yes, wisdom
A
and
miracle
knowledge.
begins by making a distinguishing between knowledge and perception. Knowledge is truth under one law, the law of love of God.
No,
it
God
is
is
unalterable.
I got a question for you. Is
eternal,
God all love?
Unambiguous.
Is God all love?
That's kind of a redundant question, of course.
Why? How is it redundant?
So if God's all love and
If
everything,
God's all love, why does it say?
only what He created.
I want to read
is
something to you real quick.
Okay.
I want you to hear this.
Sure. I like it.
I kill. What chapter was? Let's go to Deuteronomy 32 and 39.
I know my Bible. I used to, my first goal was to study the history of the religions of the world. This is the book that I read. And so I know a little bit about a little bit about Chinese Hinduism, the Buddha, Dalai Lama.
I want you to listen to this.
The Christianity.
We're not in a religion.
Christianity.
We're bloodline Israelites. The Bible is not a religious book. The Bible is it's a history book of people. Then this is all about our persecution, our laws, our statutes, our commandments, our ordinances, our high holy days. What will happen to us if we don't follow the laws? What happens to us when we do follow the laws? What happened to us when we didn't follow the laws? What happened to us when we fought against each other? It's our history. It's not a religious book. People created religion so they could be a part of our history. That's all there is to it. So I want to read something to you because you said God is all love. So this is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. You got it? Go ahead.
See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever.
Keep going.
If I whet my glittering sword and my hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies and reward them that hate me.
Reward them that hate you. Now go to Deuteronomy 12. Go to Deuteronomy 22 and 12. So right away, there's a problem with God being all love. Now isn't there? Whetting his glittering sword and stuffing it right into his enemies. How is that love? He hates. You know what? You get that. I'm gonna get this.
22 and 12.
Yeah, because I'm gonna get this real quick.
It's
Watch
like
this.
the Ten Commandments. He says, "Thou shalt not kill."
But
And
killing
then-
and murdering
then
are
he
two different
tells
things.
kill- And then he says, "Kill the Canaanites, Hittites."
They're not our people. They're not our people. They're our enemies. All those people that you just mentioned, all those people have put us in captivity. The Cushites, which are Ethiopia, the Greeks, the Romans,
I don't know who they all were.
I do.
At first, God wrote the Ten Commandments. Thou shalt not kill.
The Assyrian
And then
captivity, the
Israel
Persian
Indians
captivity,
They were all making gods, and I heard they were drunk and having sex, whatever, like a big old dream. So then you sounded bottom out and says, now you can't live here. You got to go.
I hate them
kill
with
all
the
these
perfect hatred,
people.
which I
And that
love.
was genocide, dude. Kill their women, kill their children,
I
kill
hate them
their
with a perfect
cows.
hatred that hate
So
you.
God, according to Jewish tradition and belief, told that's genocide. If you go do that today,
Psalms 139 and 22.
They put you in the nut house. Oh God, you heard voices in your head. God said to go cut your son's throat.
Well, if God told him to do it. Here, watch this. I'm going to show you something else real quick. Just listen for a second. Listen to this. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them as my enemies. Okay? I hate them with a perfect hatred. Now watch this. You said that God, well, you know, God, who just told you to go and kill your kid. Watch this. Job chapter 33, KJV. Let's go to verse. So Job chapter 33, starting at verse 14. For Yahweh speaketh once, yea twice, yet man perceiveth it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men and seal their instructions. So, if you do something, if you standing right here, right now, on my left-hand side, is the Most High told you, when you wake up today, that's what's going to happen. You got to understand, you're standing right next to one of the real ones. You're not just hanging out today. You're not hanging out with just a regular-ass person. You got to understand that.
Nice, thank you.
Let's go. Let's go. Give me Revelation 22 and 12. You need to hear this too.
And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be.
So according as his work shall be. So in other words, the Most High Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Waharafakadash, he's going to repay everybody on this street.
Yeah.
Exactly what they put in, that's what they're getting.
Amen.
Exactly what you're doing on this earth is what you're going to be repaid for. We're out here teaching, getting laughed at, scorned, whatever they want to throw at us, we take. But at the end, we're kings, we're gods, but we have to die like men too. Why? Because we're in the flesh. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. It says to keep the laws. But then they say, oh, you can't keep the laws. And they're absolutely right. So what do? You keep the laws to the best of your ability according to your knowledge. You do what the Most High puts into your heart in sincerity. People don't do that anymore. I don't know what anybody's doing anymore. Let's go over to Hebrews 4. We're gonna jump around and bring some more notes. You have a good one? Hebrews chapter 4, KJV Lexicon Blue Letter. Four and 12.
Hebrews 4 and 12. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
So he knows the thoughts and the intents and your thoughts. Your heart is your mind. So he knows your deep thoughts. Read it again.
For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword.
So what it's saying is you can't cut this truth. All you're going to do is come up and become a stumbling block to yourself. We're in the truth. We're trying to wake people up. All I want to see is just one Israelite wake up to the truth and realize that we're trying to break a social construct against you. Even the dividing asunder of soul and spirit. The Most High is so powerful, he'll split your soul right from your spirit. Oh, it's with my dog. But let's keep going. Like I said, these are notes. You know who's going to get their soul split from their spirit? All them 501c3 Christian churches, all you 501c3 Muslim churches, all you 501c3 Hebrew Israelite churches. If you have a 501c3, like I told you 10 minutes ago, you're a government agent. You're only allowed to say what they say is good. If you don't believe me, whoever doesn't believe me wants to challenge that, let's read the 501c3 contract together, and we'll find out together if I have read it and I'm telling the truth, or if somebody told you something and you might be being lied to. Let's get some more notes. Let's go to Hebrews. You 501c3 MOTB sin philosophy doctrine camps, you're seeing your destruction right now. You're being destroyed right now. Your camps are going to fall apart when they find out that you've been lying. Let's go over to Hebrews chapter 3. Hebrews chapter 3. Chapter 3. Yeah, chapter 3. Hebrews.
It's not Hebrew.
Hebrews 3 and 12.
No, it's fucking God. Tumbling of that bitch behind on the wall. But
Hebrews 3:12.
No!
Take heed, brethren, lest there be any of you.
Yahweh, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, God, get the fuck out of here.
No, you don't go to Mexico, dog. No. This is my shit.
Take heed, brethren, lest there be any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living Yahweh.
Take heed, all of you of unbelief, with your departing heart. That's a dude. This guy told this guy just to show us your titties. That was a fucking guy dressed up in a plastic fucking bag. So, take heed, brethren, lest there be any of you with an evil mind. You're gone. You're wicked. Take heed. Verse 13.
But exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin.
Accept the truth today while you still have a chance. There's only a little time left. When Noah told everybody that there was going to be a flood, it never rained on earth before that time. So he told these people and prophesied for 120 years. 120 years. They laughed in his face. They made fun of him. They scorned him. What are you building a boat for? When he closed that door, he had too much compassion. Yahweh closed the door, and Yahweh locked the door. And you could hear the people screaming, crying, and dying on the other side of that door. And then it was silence, because they were all dead, because they did not listen to the truth. Let's go to the book of James. Like I said, we're just jumping around because I got notes all week, so I'm going through my notes. The book of James, chapter 4. We already go to James chapter 4 through 7 is what we're going to go through. 4 through 7. All right. 4 and 7? 4 through 7.
James 4 and 4.
No. Yeah. Okay, yeah, through 7.
Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with Yahweh?
Wait a second. Enmity means hatred. So if you love the world, you hate God. How is that? You guys know who God is? You know that word, right? I can't tell you Yahweh because that's how disconnected you are.
Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of Yahweh.
What did I just tell you? If you're a worldly person, you hate the Lord. You hate the Most High. You hate Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai.
Do ye think that the scripture saith in vain, the spirit that dwelleth in us lust to envy, but he giveth more grace? Wherefore he said, Yahweh resisteth the proud, but giveth grace to the humble.
So, all of you fake camp leaders, you are officially being resisted by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. But all of you humble camp leaders that are in the truth, that are not trying to make money off of the oppression of our people, he's going to deal with you. You're still getting dealt with. You may be facing trials and tribulations, but be glorified in that.
Submit yourselves therefore to Yahweh. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you.
Resist Satan, and he will flee. In other words, if somebody's bugging the shit out of you, and you ignore them, eventually they just go to somebody else. And it's just that simple. You stick with the laws, the statutes within the laws, and you don't budge from them, Satan will already know he can't get near you. So he doesn't want to waste his time. He wants easy prey. You are easy prey if you don't study to show yourself approved. Now it says that we have to become blameless. How do you become blameless? How do you become blameless? Let's go to 1 Timothy. Chapter 3. We're going to go 1 through 3. And this is for whoever calls himself bishop or deacon, okay? And you know who I'm talking to, bishop, deacon. Yeah, we're talking specific people.
1 Timothy 3:1. This is a true saying. If a man desired the office of a bishop, he desired the good work.
Good works, not lies. Keep going.
A bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach.
A bishop must be blameless. Now, that right there alone, just that first part of the sentence. Bishop Nathaniel, you have been blamed for multiple things. You're not a true prophet. You're not a true prophet. And the Most High is coming for you. Ooh, he's coming to get you. And he's also going to come and get anybody else claiming these high positions and then taking from the people. And you take. Your camp is so wicked. When I looked into being a part of IUIC just to see it, you have to fill out a resume. You have to do a background check. They want to do a background check. They can put you in jail at the door. These are not made up things. You have to pay a yearly fee. You have to give alms every week. You have to have all the clothes. You have to pay for the By the time you finish paying to be a part of IUIC, you're coming out of the pocket a couple $1,000s. How is that being a part of righteousness in the truth? Let's keep going, because now we know about them.
Not given to wine, nor a striker, not greedy of filthy lucre, but patient, not a brawler, not covetous.
Greedy of filthy lucre. What is lucre? Money. They are prophesying, teaching, and divining for money. It says a bishop Nathaniel should be blameless. He shouldn't be going after a bag. But that's all this dude goes after. Why is it that I'm out here, where's IUIC coming to get my back? Kyrie Irving's a Muslim and gave him a whole bag of money, and you're worried about him. Why? Because he had money. I don't have any money. I don't got nothing to give you. I mean, I got money, but I don't got that kind of money. Who does, right? Let's keep going. You read all the way through 3? So, let's jump over, that's it on that. Let's go to the book of Titus. Because it's probably going to be a precept. Chapter 1. Starting at 10.
Titus 1 and 10. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision.
Keep going.
Whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole households, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake.
So here we go again. To subvert a whole house means to destroy whole houses. How are they destroying a house? Because they got that whole family believing a lie. So if you're supposed to take a right at the light and they tell you to take a left, they lied to you. Now you're going the wrong direction. It's that simple. It says, for filthy lucre's sake again. So every time it comes down to the word lucre, they're always doing something for money. That's it. That's all these people care about. How much bag you got? Go grab a bag, homie. Make that bag today. I don't give a shit about money. I never have, I never will. And you know what? I've never had a problem with money. Isn't that neat? Solomon said, no, I don't want money or riches. I want knowledge and wisdom so I can serve you better. That's what I want. I want knowledge and wisdom to serve Abinawa, Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai better, better. Money. Bullshit. Let's keep going. So I'll read all of this. You were at reach about 12.
One of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said the Cretians are always liars, evil beasts, slow bellies.
They're liars. They're evil. They're fat and lazy. Slow bellies means fat and lazy. This is what happens when you read the Bible and you look up the word. So when they're talking about slow bellies, they're saying they're evil, they're fat, and they're lazy. That's like every church pastor. Every church pastor is telling you to soil a seed, but you never see them lift a finger. Keep going.
This witness is true, wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith.
Correct them. Correct them immediately, and do it powerfully, sharply. Let's look that word up. Let's see what sharply means. Rebuke them sharply. I don't want to make anything up. I want to show you guys. I think I'm about to lose my voice. Rebuke them sharply. Sharply. Precipitously. Severely. Rebuke them severely. Rebuke them cruelly. Abruptly. Okay? I like rebuke them severely. Keep going.
Not giving heed to Jewish fables, commandments of men that turn from the truth.
Jewish fable. That word right there means Jewish, first of all, means extortionate money lending. A Jewish means extortionate money lending. Look it up. Look it up. Also, the word ish, it's a suffix. It means pertaining to. So if you're Jewish, it means pertaining to the Jews, but not really a Jew. So Jewish fables means lies. So these fake Jews that are telling lies, don't believe them.
Unto the pure, all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure, but even their mind and their conscience is defiled.
So no matter what, everything they do is going to be anti-Christ. And the Most High made him that way. Remember, he said that he made the lie great for you. We just read over it. He made your delusion great. That's what it was. Because you lie. You love being in a lie. You like hearing smooth things. So he made your delusion great. Read it again.
Unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure, but even their mind and their conscience is defiled.
Unto the pure all things are pure. Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. Romans 8:5. I don't want to mess that one up, so I'm going to have to actually look at it. Romans 8:5. For they that are after the flesh do mind things of the flesh, but they of the Spirit things of the Spirit. So if you're a worldly person, you're going to have a worldly look, a worldly view. Everything about you is going to be worldly. But a spiritual person is going to look to guidance from the scriptures through studying. And I think that's it on that, right? Did you read 16?
They profess that they know Yahweh, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate.
So that's just like when you go to a Christian church, they say, oh, well the laws are done away with, and God knows my spirit. I love hearing that now. Because I know that that's them saying, I'm wicked, and the Most High knows it. He knows your spirit. He sure does. But what does the word reprobate mean? Not standing the test. Not approved. Properly used of materials and plants? No. That which does not prove itself such as it ought. Ooh. So, read that again.
They profess that they know Yahweh, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate.
So, unto every good work, they are not approved. To every good work, not standing the test. So, really it's saying that what you're calling good works are actually nothing. They're not approved. They're reprobate. They're destined for failure. Botched. Mistakes throughout. That's what botched means. And that's what your doctrine is. It's botched. It has mistakes throughout. All you false prophets, I keep telling you, I told you at the beginning of the year, you're going to see your destruction coming. And anybody that's following with you, you're all going to, when the blind leadeth the blind, they both shall fall into a ditch. You're taking your whole congregation down. That's the scary part. Let's go back over to the book of 1 Timothy. Chapter, did we already go through that? Chapter 3?
No.
Nope. Okay, chapter 3, starting at verse 4.
One that ruleth well his own house, having his children in subjection with all gravity. For if a man knoweth not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of Yahweh? Not a novice, lest being lifted up with pride, he fall into the condemnation of the devil.
Going back to verse 5 real quick. For if a man know not how to rule his own house, so to rule your house correctly, you have to be keeping the laws, the statutes within the laws, and the direct commands. So if you're not doing that on your own, how are you going to stand up and represent Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai? All right, go ahead. Read it again, the next one.
Not a novice, lest being lifted up with pride, he fall into the condemnation of the devil.
Keep going.
Moreover, he must have a good report of them which are without, lest he fall into reproach and the snare of the devil.
Keep going.
Likewise, must the deacons be grave, not double-tongued, not given to much wine, not greedy for of filthy lucre.
So again, if you're going to be a deacon, it's the same as a bishop deacon. If you're taking a bag, the Most High ain't dealing with you. Filthy lucre. Lucre in the Bible is money. It's talking about they're taking money. Keep going. Wait. Did you read this other? Read something again. More we have a good person them which are lest they fall into a reproach and the snare of the devil. Let's go over to 1 John. Chapter 4. And starting from the top.
Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of Yahweh, because many false prophets are gone into the world.
One dead giveaway of a false prophet, they take money.
Hereby know ye the spirit of Yahweh. Every spirit that confesseth that Yahweh Shai Mashiach is come in the flesh is of Yahweh.
So, sincerely, when there's a sincerity to that. It's not just I believe in Jesus, so you should believe me. No, there's a sincerity to it, and you'll know the difference. It's just like when you get into the false prophets, you're gonna know because what they're saying ain't gonna happen. So keep going. Up to 6.
Ye are of Yahweh, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world.
Our God, who you guys call God, Yahweh, Abinawa, our Father, is 1,000 times, a bazillion times, an infinite amount more powerful than all of this that he created. You guys worship what's in the world. We worship the creator of the world.
They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them.
So if you're of the world, you speak worldly things. You like, oh, here's a perfect worldly example. I can't wait for Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Mother's Day, Father's Day, my birthday. Those are all worldly doctrines. And you of the world speak the world. Oh man, what do you mean you can't celebrate no birthday? What you talking about? Oh man, that's not true. Well, I could have swore Job said, blessed was, what was it, cursed is, no, that was Yahushua. Cursed is the day of my birth, blessed is the day of my death. Why did he say that? When he was born, they were trying to kill him. When he died, it was to save our lives. He died for our sins, remember? Cosmos. God so loved the world, cosmos, that he gave his only begotten Son. And whoever in Israel that believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. Cosmos means orderly arrangement, government, jewelry, decoration. Who's his jewelry? Who's his decoration? The whole world or the Israelites? Just saying. But let's go back over to Timothy and finish this out. 1 Timothy chapter 3. All right, we're going to start at verse 8.
1 Timothy 3 and 8. Likewise, must the deacons be grave, not double-tongued, not given to much wine, not greedy of filthy lucre, holding the mystery of the faith in a pure conscience.
The mystery of the faith and a pure conscience. In other words, they're not doing anything wrong that has a setback in their life. You know, they don't have that setback where they know they made a mistake, but they didn't fix it. They have a clear conscience. Let's keep going.
Holding the mystery of the faith in pure conscience, and let these also first be proved. Then let them use the office of a deacon, being found blameless.
Okay. Well, I gotta get that precept. If thou gainest a friend, prove thy spirit first. Which one is this? If thou gain a friend, prove thy spirit. What chapter is this? Here it is. Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 7. If thou would get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. Read that again. The one that you just read. Read it. Next one. No.
And let these also first be proved. Then let them use the office of a deacon, being found blameless.
So let him first be proved. So right here it tells you, if thou wouldest get us a friend, test him. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we're the children of Yahweh. You have to put him to the spiritual test. And if he passes, then surely he is blameless. And you have gained a friend. Be quick to give him credit for that. Hasten not to give him credit, right? I mean, hasten to give him credit. Hurry up.
Hurry up and give it.
Yes, that's what I meant. Hurry up and give him. Keep going.
Even so must their wives be grave, not slanderers, sober, faithful in all things. Let the deacons be the husbands of one wife, ruling their children and their own houses well.
Wait a second, go back up real quick. Read that again, because it said his wives also.
Even so must their wives be grave.
Wives. I could have sworn Nathaniel said, according to the Bible, you can only have one wife. Well, it says right here, and in the next verse it's going to say wife. Now you got to ask yourself, how is he allowed to have wives or wife? Well, according to Levitical law, you're allowed to have more than one wife. Now, when it says let a man have his own wife, it's saying because in those times, women were sleeping with multiple men, just like they do now. It's saying have a woman that's only your woman, not that's out messing around with everybody else. That's why it says for you to have your own wife. But Nathaniel doesn't know that because he's not in the truth. He just has a great following because he got that 501c3 contract. They pay him money to look good. We're going to go through 13.
Let the deacons be the husbands of one wife, ruling their children and their own house as well. For they that have used the office of a deacon will purchase to themselves a good degree and great boldness in the faith which is in Mashiach Yahushai.
And it shows you right there, even the wife, what? The wife ruling their children, where does it say it?
Deacons be the husbands of one.
Yes. No, right. Hold on. I gotta go to the lexicon. 1 Timothy chapter 3, KJV, blue letter lexicon. Right. Their wives must be great. It says their wives must be great. I just wanted to bring that back out. Plural, not singular. Wives, more than one. Their wives must be great. But what does the word grave mean? It means honorable. They must have honorable women with them if they're going to take a position in the house of Yahweh. That's what it's saying. Now read the next one.
For they that have used the office of a deacon well purchased to themselves a good degree and great boldness in the faith which is in Mashiach Yahushai.
So their great boldness is in the truth because they have done the works correctly. And because of that, they read it. Wait, where are we at? What was it again? Let the deacon be the husband of one wife, ruling the children and their own households well. For they that have used the office of a deacon well, so the people that have done correctly according to Scripture, thou oughtest to behave themselves in the house, to themselves a good degree and great boldness in the faith. They're very strong in this truth. So the people that did the correct works, or the works correctly, have great faith and a strength in their faith. You can see the boldness of their faith. In other words, you know they believe what they're saying. I believe what I'm saying because I know it to be true. I've seen the prophecies unfold. This book isn't lying. The people around you are lying. But they have purchased themselves a good degree and great boldness in faith, which is in their faith. What is it? It's in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Hamashiach. So the great boldness of faith is your strength right now. Do you understand that? Having faith in this, knowing that this is real, and all the stuff that they've been teaching you, the social construct is fake, is an actual strength. And that's showing that you have faith by believing this truth. Probably said too much. Let's go ahead and close out there. I got one more verse, and then we're out of here. Revelation 22:14.
Revelation 22:14. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city.
So, blessed are they that are sealed in their hearts to follow the instructions. Those are the only people that are even going to be able to see the gates at this time. Just think of it like that. If you're not sealed, this message isn't for you. It just isn't. And you can tell when somebody's sealed because they're very interested in hearing more. People that aren't sealed, the first thing they do is try and ask you, well, what about him? What about her? What about him? Did they not hear it's a bloodline? We are a bloodline of people, not a. We're like a crayon box. There's all different colors. None of that stuff is real. What's real is the blood that flows through your veins of your forefathers. And with that being said, if you got eyes to see and ears to hear, I hope you're able to get something out of this message. Shalom.
Shalom.